Morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're just popping down to the mini garage. The good news is the air conditioning's fine. They told us it was either a sticky valve or it could have been something as simple as it just degassed itself. The first thing we're going to do is pop on down to Bristol, down at Cribbs Causeway, and collect the mini. And whilst we're down there, and I might pop round to the Aston Martin garage just to show you what they've got in stock, because the garage is right there. And also I'm expecting me delivery today for my hob, but that actually looks as though it could be coming later on by Hooms. Now, if you're like me that send things by Hooms, I'm waiting for my delivery. And if I've sent things out to you using Hooms, the same principle is, guys, that your delivery might take a bit longer than it should do. I don't know why or what reason this is, got no idea, but for some reason I send things, it says 3 days, and I've been waiting over a week for one of my items to be delivered. In fact, to be truthful about it, I've sent 5 items out by Hooms, and I hope they're not all going to be the same. I don't get it. Obviously there must be something going wrong within Hooms that's causing a problem. Anyway, we'll jump in the John Cooper Works GP and we'll pop off down to the mini garage. Well, back down to the mini again. Mrs. Crazy Baker making her way to get in her car. And this is the Porsche dealer. We'll just have a quick look over here. As you already know, I'm not into Porsches. First example of a black Porsche. 4-door. Ugh. Doesn't do it for me. Don't get me wrong, if I was into a Porsche, I'd probably go for something with a fin on the back. You know, I come from an era of Escort Cosworths, so you give me something with a fin on the back, happy days. The more, the merrier, I'd say. Yeah, I like the fin, that does it for me. This is a GT3, as you can see. So, they're okay, not my cup of tea. Oh yes, Porsche. All owned by the same people. What we're going to do now is pop down to Aston Martin and have a look at what we got down there. Or I might pop down to the bike place first. No, I'll tell you what, we'll just go to the Aston Martin side first. I'll be more happy with that. Give us something that's sort of British. Is anything British today? So if you know anything about me, guys, I am a biker, and this is what I was brought up on. Obviously not these things. This is what I call cool stuff. Obviously it's quite modern stuff now, not like what I used to use. Oh, I do like the black. Very nice. Oh, and something like this. I think this is what I call. This is more like me. I can see myself on this. Yeah. Yeah, I can see myself cruising about on that. To me, though, it looks like a little moped from that size of that engine. But I guess it's a little bit more than that. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I come from that era of the 80s. Anything that's got a decal and a spoiler, you know the one. So if you're looking for a bike, there you go. You got BMW, and Dick Lovett does bikes as well. And over here, Dick Lovett BMW. Everywhere around this might as well be called the Dick Lovett estate. Anyway, we'll pop on along now over here to Aston Martin. Oh, cool. Again, a part of the same group. Well folks, we've just arrived at Aston Martin. Very cool place to be. And look at that. Well, I'll switch this around over this. It's obviously a very chopped roof model. Those nice stylish wheels. Catch the calipers and the discs on that. That does look the business, doesn't it? Check out the rear diffuser on the back. Is that not cool? And they always seem to pick the nice one to stick out the front, really, because when you come down at this angle, you get that beautiful look of an Aston parked outside the garage. Something about it, isn't it? But coming back to this beast, let's have a look inside. What is the trim like? Yeah. Sickly beige. Oh. But for the cool places to come at Cribbs Causeway, you've got to visit Aston. I'm not going to venture in the showroom because they haven't got nothing in there I actually want to buy. It's one of those places I know exactly what I want, but they haven't got one. So let's have a look at the best car in the car park, because usually the best thing to do if you're looking at a dealership is to look at what people come in. And then we've got a nice array of cars here, but I still think the best one's sat over here. Oh, it's mine. So looking at what I drive, you get the drift of what I want to buy. So it's got to have go faster stripes. It's got to certainly have some on the back there, an aerodynamic kit of some description. Also wheels, calipers I also look at. The miles per hour don't really interest me because there ain't a road in the country we can drive them on. Right, we've got this nice blue Mini. Oh, I like that blue, and I love the lights. We've got a nice BMW sat over here, Repmobile. Next to it we've got the Porsche, and we got this beautiful black Aston Martin, whatever it is. To me it's just an Aston Martin. You guys probably know more about this than I do. And again, we got a nice grey one over here. To me they're just massive girt ships, and I sometimes look at them and wonder if they'd really fit in my garage. Mind you, my GT40 fitted in the garage. Sorry, let's correct you. Ford GT fitted in the garage fine, and I guess the Aston is a little bit wider than the Ford GT, and I wouldn't have had to modify the garage for these because obviously they are a little bit higher than the Ford GT. I had to smash up and rip up my driveway to get my GT in, so give you some idea of what happened. Don't know what that is. Like I've said before about Porsches, it's a family car. The people who drive it got a dog, horses. You can see what they are by what they drive. Again, we've got a nice rep BMW over here, more BMW rep cars, and that beautiful Aston up on the top there. Now over here in the car park, this is where we need to be. And there is your Aston Martin car park. And we hear some guy go down there, just taking it out of Valentine Bay. Oh, it's the 1974 colour of a police car. Now guys, back in the day, the police used to use a car in that colour. Can you see it? White roof, and it's got police written on the side. Yep, that's exactly the same colours they'd use. So this ends our trip to Aston Martin. This is what I call a beautiful showroom. If I had the time to waste to go and spend talking to the dealer, I probably would do. But there's nothing in this Aston Martin garage that I really want to look at. The only place I'd look at is the Heritage Centre, which would be the place. So there we go, guys. Looking over here now, you can see a lot more looking down over You got the area over here which they do all their repairs and stuff. This is where the dealer parks all the cars. You've got the BMW motorcycles down here. So what are we up to now? We're going to be going home. We're going to be doing an unboxing of my little toys we've had delivered, which I know you guys are really interested to find out what's in those boxes. I know Mrs. Crazy Baker quite clearly seems to think it's a bit of a joke what I bought, but you know, you gotta go with it. And we're going to be doing a test with them all just to show you them working. And at one stage or another, I'm going to be taking you out in an Aston Martin that you could only dream for. And it won't be coming from these guys. Anyway, with the magic, let's magic back home. Now I thought, on the way home, I thought I'd just pop in and see this new allotment area. It's been obviously running for a bit. It's a part of this leaf and milk site up here. Now this is a nice array of allotments. Now a friend of mine's got an allotment up here. He's also a YouTuber, but he's not here today, thank God. Sorry Steve if you're listening. But this is basically what it is. They get a strip of land, they've obviously hired them, and they build it into their own type of allotments. So you can have whatever you want. It's like having your own garden somewhere else, away from your own house. And basically they just do all sorts of things. So obviously the landowner of the leaf and mill has decided to turn this part of the ground, which used to be a beautiful field, needless to say, it's now garden centre for individuals, which I think is pretty cool. I just love it, you know. Like Steve up here with his allotment. We'll go and have a quick look. He's not here, so he can't whinge at me. I promised I was going to come up and have a look at one stage and never. It's just the fact is I'm driving home and I thought, oh, why not pop in? I'll put a link to his YouTube channel down below the video. Dig Me. He does all sorts of things down there. He does everything he does on the allotment, he turns into food. So I've just been pointed out, this is Steve's allotment. He's not here to say anything, but this is his allotment. Now, if you've been onto his channel, you'll see what he's doing at the moment. He's doing rhubarb. He's done rhubarb chutney. Looks very great. Sling all the ingredients into a bowl, boil it up, and just chuck it into pots. That's the simple route, but this is Steve's. And obviously I don't think he got his rhubarbs from here. I think he got that from another allotment or something he's growing in the garden. He's not here today, but one of these days we'll come back and meet Steve on the site. So this is what blogging's all about, isn't it? We come out and visit people that are here. I like that one. You come to meet somebody and they're never here. But it's just cool. I just love the fact is that people got these little allotments and they're doing their own thing. It's like having your own garden at home. Now, you know, guys, you saw my garden yesterday. You saw my grass and the way I cut it. Can you imagine me doing any of this type of thing to my grass? No. Now, believe me, when I moved in my house had a garden and it was like this. So if you can see like 2 of these allotments or 3 of these allotments, right, now this was the size of my garden when I moved into my house. Okay, I suppose in our little village it was a bit irresponsible of me to actually put an extension on it, garage. But I'm into cars, not into vegetables. Now on the other side of things, if I was one of those people who are like doing vegetables and things and like growing my own stuff, then yeah, great. But at the moment I am actually thinking about doing my own little bit of an allotment, and I think this little square here you can see would be about the stretch of it. like growing some summer vegetable stuff, I think's pretty cool. I used to do this at school. Now what you don't know about me is when I was at school, there used to be a class. I'm gonna get this out of the way because someone's gonna ask. When I was at school, this is what we did all day long. We used to feed chickens and do gardening. Yeah, I know. And if you know the school, it's called Red Knock School. Now, the problem was, when you're not the brightest person on the planet, they've got a very hard job of teaching. Because when you're dyslexic, people didn't quite understand what that meant back in the day. And that's what I am. I'm dyslexic and I run my own business, bake bread. I've learned everything from scratch from professionals that they've taught me. So I've inherited habits that my old bakers have taught me. So if they've had bad habits, I've picked up the bad habits. The same thing is, I do know how to grow vegetables, guys. And it's a no-go for me at the moment. I will not go there. Because going back to me father, this would be what my dad would be doing. His garden was like this. Massive garden, loads of vegetables, everything in it. And when it came to his lawn, like I said in my video yesterday, my dad was somebody who liked to get his lawn looking like a cricket field or a bowling alley. It was perfect, the grass, until myself on my motorbike decided I was going to go and do wheelies up the lawn. Wasn't much appreciated by mum. I got the rake over me back. I think they call that capital punishment by your family these days, isn't it? They're not allowed to do that now. Beat your son with a rake. I think it was well deserved. Mother's still around and she still remembers it as well. And she said it wasn't bloody hard enough, Steve. So there we go. There's the allotments. So we're now going to go back home, have a bit of lunch, and then we're going to be doing a bit of unboxing. Well guys, we're back. We've been up to the allotments to have a look around the allotments up there. I know there's one or two people up on the channel that actually love gardening. So, okay, you know what I'm like at gardening, you've seen it. But I will share you my rest of my grass when I've finished it. We'll give it a few days and we'll go back there and you can see what it looks like when it's finished. Got the two cars back here now. My GP probably wants washing and Mrs. Crazy Baker's car does need a good wash. It is filthy. She tells me the air conditioning is working perfectly now and it's a very simple job. It just needed recharging properly. Anyway, we'll have some lunch and we'll do a bit of unboxing. We're going to be opening a Tefal induction hob. This came from Argos. You can get all over the country, on the net, all over the place, and it's going to cost you £49 all day long. Very simple, easy job. You do need special pots and pans for it, but I do know a way of getting around that problem. So we'll do a quick unboxing. Right, we'll start our unboxing at this end. Just lift it up, take it out, and just put on this. This is the wire end. Pull it out. Right, if we turn it around this way, take off the polystyrene and your plastic. What comes with it, you've got a plug already on it. Just take this bit of plastic stuff off and just undo all this rubbish. With it comes with a full instructions of how to use it. But let's be fair, it is quite simple. On off button. So if you want to go hotter, it's going to be plus, minus, less. Timer. On here, manual. Heating milk, stew, stir fry, deep fryer, that's for your oils and stuff, and boiling water. And how difficult is that? Dead simple to use. Now, you have to use proper pans on this. So if you want to cheat, you need one of these. These are a cast iron skillet. And you can put whatever pan you like on the top. And I'll show you this bit of video now, me doing a few peas on it. All you do is have a cast iron skillet, put your stainless steel pots on, and it just works as normal. So it's that simple, guys. Well, that's it for today, folks. Been a busy day. Getting the car, coming back home, mucking around, doing bits and pieces. I've done your unboxing the hob. I did expect to get a delivery today, but it didn't turn up. So whatever next. Anyway, tomorrow I'll be getting my delivery. I promise I'll open the box tomorrow for you so you can have a look at my new oven. And with a bit of luck, the induction hob from Lakelands will have turned up as well. And I think I've got another delivery for tomorrow as well. Anyway, we'll see you again tomorrow. Laters! This is the Crazy Baker channel. Baking. Lifestyle. Recipes. Reviews. I am the Crazy Baker. Please subscribe and please share. Laters!